You ever feel like life is just passing you by? Like you're stuck, no matter how hard you try? I get it. I was trapped in that cycle for over 30 years. But what if I told you the truth that set me free can change your life in just 7 minutes? Stick with me, because this might be the moment that everything shifts for you. You deserve your love and affection just as much as anyone else in this world. You know, I didn't wake up one day just knowing all this. My struggles started early. When I was 8, life turned upside down. A screech of tires, a deafening crash, and then darkness. At 10, my parents' divorce shattered everything I thought was stable. And at 11, my father was gone forever. Imagine that. I learned early how to pretend everything was fine, even when I felt broken inside. Sound familiar? We all carry wounds. But here's what I have learned. They don't have to define us. The wound, that's where the light enters. I wish I could tell you. I figured this out quickly, but it took years. One night, sitting alone in the dark, it hit me. I wasn't living. I was surviving. I felt like a ghost in my own life. But then, something cracked. Not a loud revelation, just a whisper. Enough. I stood up. Not because I felt strong, but because I was tired of feeling weak. Have you ever had a moment like that? A moment where you knew something had to change. A rock bottom. It became my foundation, the place I rebuilt everything. Here's a thought. What if I told you that most people, maybe even you, will hear this message, not in agreement, and then do nothing? They'll go right back to the same old routine. But a few, just a few, will make today the day they choose differently. So I have to ask, which one will you be? After that night, everything changed. I stopped chasing things that didn't matter. Money, approval, validation. And I started asking different questions. How can I serve? How can I evolve? I realized my purpose wasn't about external success. It was about adding value to others. That's what life is about. Have you discovered your purpose yet? Or are you still searching? The purpose of life is to contribute, to make things better. The 7-minute life-changing lessons that took 30 years to realize. Lesson 1. Pain shapes us, but it doesn't have to define us. Your past may have left scars, but they are not your identity. You have the power to rewrite your story. You're not stuck. You're just waiting to take the first step. Lesson 2. Your mind is your biggest enemy or your greatest ally. Ever notice how your thoughts feel like a constant battle? The moment you realize you don't have to believe every negative thought, you reclaim your power. Lesson 3. Your purpose isn't found. It's created through serving others. I chased success, thinking it would bring fulfillment. It never did. True joy comes from making an impact. If you feel lost, start by helping someone else. It will lead you to where you need to be. Lesson 4. Discipline always wins over motivation. Motivation is like a spark. It burns out fast. Discipline, that's the slow, steady flame that keeps you going. Stop waiting to feel ready. Just start. Lesson 5. Connection is the shortcut to healing and growth. The fastest way to change your life. Stop isolating yourself. Find a mentor. Build a community. Have real conversations. The right people will accelerate your transformation. Lesson 6. Every day is a bonus. Act like it. Most people wait for the perfect time to start. But what if I told you that today, the day you've been given, is the real opportunity? Don't waste it. Lesson 7. The choice is yours. Transformation or regret. 1 year from now, will you look back proud of the steps you took today? Or will you still be stuck in the same cycle, wishing you had started sooner? The choice is yours. The Power of 5 roadmap that transformed my life. You're next. Step 1, find your purpose. Here's the truth. Purpose isn't something you find, it's something you build. Start by asking yourself, what problem can I help solve? Purpose begins with serving others. Step 2, reprogram your mind. Most people live in mental prisons. They build themselves. Next time you hear a limiting belief in your head, stop. Ask yourself, is this absolutely true? Challenge it. Rewrite it. You are not your past, and you are not your fears. Step 3, build meaningful connections. You can't do this alone. The fastest way to grow is through the right people. Reach out to someone today. Someone who inspires you, who challenges you. Growth doesn't happen in isolation. Step 4, discipline over motivation. James once told me, I just don't feel motivated to change. A year later, he was in the exact same place. Then he made one shift. Instead of waiting to feel ready, he committed to taking action daily. Today, his life is unrecognizable. The secret, show up, even on the days you don't want to. Step 5, take action. Even if it's small. 1 year from now, you'll either be the person who took action today or the person who stayed the same. Fear shrinks when you move forward. Confidence grows when you take action. Make the call. Start the project. Just start. Remember how I said it took me 30 years to learn this? You now have the knowledge in just 7 minutes. The only thing left is, what will you do with it? Right now, your future self is watching. The version of you who broke free, who finally stepped into that true power. They are waiting for you to take this step. Are you going to let them down? Or are you going to take action? Watch the next video now. Your transformation starts today.